distinguished guests and esteemed audience, it is our pleasure to welcome Sriman Professor Hanumantu Lajipathi Rai Garu, former Vice Chancellor, B.R. Ambedkar University, Srikakulam, and Director of Valmiki Research Center on Ramayana, Ramanarayanam. As a renowned academician, avid reader and activist, he has made significant contributions to the field of academics. Today, he'll share with us the goals, progress, and future of the world's first research center, VRC, Valmiki Research Center on Ramayana. Sir, we invite you to enlighten us with your insights.
Jai Sri Ram. Andaru okkasari. Jai Sri Ram. Jai Sri Ram. Jai Sri Ram. Due to paucity of time, I may not be able to read all the names, but I offer my heartful salutations to all the justices, honorable justices of Telangana High Court and Andhra Pradesh High Court, and all the senior advocates of High Court and Supreme Court, and our Vice Chancellors of Law University, and all my law university students, and all the distinguished invitees. మొట్టమొదటగా with the divine blessings of the founders of this great Ramanarayanam, Sri Narayanam Narasimham Garu and Sri Narayanam Dharmana Chalamai Garu, Sri Narayanam Narasimhmurthy Garu, అండ్ విత్ వాళ్ళ దివ్యాశీస్సులతో ఈరోజు ఈ సమావేశాన్ని మనం ఏర్పాటు చేసుకుంటున్నాం. అలాగే వారి తనయులందరూ కూడా, ఇందాక మా చైర్మన్ గారు మాట్లాడారు, వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా, ఎందుకంటే నాకు ఇచ్చిన టైం తక్కువైనా కూడా వాళ్ళ గురించి నేను చెప్పకుండా నేను నా ఉపన్యాసాన్ని మొదలు పెట్టలేను. సో మీ అందరికీ అభినందనలు సార్. తర్వాత కమింగ్ టు దిస్ నెక్స్ట్, ది కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, many people do not know that the constitution reads with Ramayana. And for example, if you see part 3 of our constitution, fundamental rights are there. In the fundamental rights page itself, in the original draft of the constitution, Lord Rama's photograph is there. And I don't know why people are afraid of talking about Lord Rama and misunderstanding the real nature of Lord Rama and his characteristic features, and linking them with secular or unsecular things. This is something we want to educate the public about the real values of Ramayana and how our Indian constitution has derived the various aspects about Ramayana also into the constitution. For example, if you see Article 51 of the constitution, and this clearly reflects 51A of the constitution, fundamental duties. And the people are forgetting about their duties. Since people are forgetting about all these fundamental duties, they are truth, compassion, respect for elders, and reverence for knowledge. All these things, our young generation, our youth, you have to understand that. And if you don't understand your duties correctly and perform your duties correctly, our constitution cannot help you. And most of the litigation that is arising because of మనం ధర్మాన్ని వీటిని అనుసరించడం మర్చిపోవడం వల్ల, ధార్మిక వాల్యూస్ను మర్చిపోవడం వల్ల అన్నెసెసరీ డిస్ప్యూట్స్ అరైజ్ అయ్యి కోర్టుల ముందు కూడా వాద్యాలు ఎక్కువ అవుతున్నాయి. కోర్టుల ముందు కేసులు ఎక్కువగా పెండింగ్లో ఉన్నాయని అందరూ అంటారు, కానీ దానికి కారణం ప్రజలే. బికాజ్ అవర్స్ ఈజ్ అ డెమోక్రసీ, బై ద పీపుల్, ఫర్ ద పీపుల్, ఆఫ్ ద పీపుల్. కాబట్టి ఆర్టికల్ 51Aలో ఉన్నటువంటి ఫండమెంటల్ డ్యూటీస్, మీ రైట్స్తో పాటు యూ షుడ్ ప్రాపర్లీ అండర్స్టాండ్. తర్వాత అంతకుముందు ఇక్కడ సుప్రీంకోర్టు జడ్జి గారు జస్టిస్ పంకజ్ మిట్టల్, ఆయన ఒక సజెషన్ ఇచ్చారు. ఆయన ఇచ్చిన సజెషన్ ఏంటంటే, ఆల్ లా స్కూల్స్ షుడ్ ఇన్కార్పొరేట్ ఇండియన్ లీగల్ అండ్ ఫిలసాఫికల్ ట్రెడిషన్స్ సిన్స్ ధర్మ ఈజ్ ఏ యూనిఫైయింగ్ ప్రిన్సిపల్ ఫర్ దిస్ కంట్రీ. ఒక సుప్రీంకోర్టు జడ్జి గారు కూడా ఇలాంటి లీగల్ కాంక్లేవ్స్ అరేంజ్ చేయాలి. మన లా కరికులంలో ఇండియన్ జూరిస్ప్రూడెన్స్ని మన ఎపిక్స్తో లింకప్ చేసి ఇప్పుడున్నటువంటి విద్యార్థులందరికీ కూడా అందించాలి అనేటటువంటిది, ఇట్ వాజ్ ఏ జడ్జిమెంట్ గివెన్ బై, ఇట్స్ అ పాసింగ్ రెఫరెన్స్ ఇన్ హిస్ జడ్జిమెంట్. And next one, next, for example, you see the context of why, what for this VRC Valmiki Research Center, actually we want to provide. Yes, next slide. So here, to be a world-class institution, ఈ వాల్మీకి రామాయణ సెంటర్ని, రీసెర్చ్ సెంటర్ని ఒక ప్రపంచ స్థాయి కలిగినటువంటి ఒక గొప్ప సంస్థగా దీన్ని రూపొందించాలనే ఒక విజన్తో దీన్ని ఏర్పాటు చేయడం జరిగింది మన నారాయణం నాగేశ్వరరావు గారు. తర్వాత ఇందులో రామాయణంలో ఉన్నటువంటి ఆల్ వాల్యూస్ని కూడా మనం విద్యార్థులకు తెలియజేసి, దిస్ ఈజ్ వాట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ethical vaccination. We have to do ethical vaccination. ఈ ఎథికల్ వ్యాక్సినేషన్ మనం కానీ తీసుకుంటే మనం ఫ్యూచర్లో మన మంచి రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ సిటిజన్స్ని మనం తయారు చేయవచ్చు అనే ఉద్దేశంతో ఈ విఆర్సీని ఇక్కడ ఏర్పాటు చేయడం జరిగింది. అదేవిధంగా వీ వాంట్ టు క్రియేట్ సచ్ అన్ అవుట్పుట్. ఈ విఆర్సీ ద్వారా ఒక అవుట్పుట్ని క్రియేట్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాం. అదేంటంటే దట్ కెన్ బి ఇంటిగ్రేటెడ్ విత్ ద ఇండియన్ నాలెడ్జ్ సిస్టమ్స్. ఇండియన్ నాలెడ్జ్ సిస్టమ్స్తో నౌ ద న్యూ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ పాలసీ 2020 ఆల్సో వాంట్స్ దట్ ఆల్ కరికులం ఇన్ దిస్ కంట్రీ, be it engineering, be it law or any other modern science, they should carry the content relating to Indian knowledge systems. So our VRC is working in that direction as an affiliated body of National Sanskrit Central University of Tirupati. And coming to the goals of VRC, the first goal is, dharmic centric education, and then cultural preservation, and it is under this dharmic centric education, responsible living. And I told you that responsible citizenship, responsible living, this we want to promote through our Valmiki Research Center, dharmic centric education and cultural preservation and youth empowerment. Because youth really gets empowered only if they have good character, confidence, leadership, and value-based education. With all these things, we are trying to empower the youth for this country as visioned by Swami Vivekananda. And similarly, inclusivity and accessibility. Our programs are designed to reach students across geographies, languages, and backgrounds. And we are creating such a material in all languages. Now, most of our epical knowledge, this is confined to only Sanskrit language. But we take that source as a base, link it with all modern sciences. How do we link? For example, you say psychology. Suppose theories of psychology. And in Ramayana, different characters, they do some dialogues. And every dialogue, the mind of Dasharatha, the mind of Kaikeyi, the mind of some other characters like Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna, and even Mandodari, even Sita Mahatalli, all these people, when they were talking certain things, in Ramayana through Valmiki slokas, you find some references relating to the modern theories of psychology. So we are now doing some kind of research, psychology related issues, and we are offering it as a diploma course or a PhD course. So this is one of our objectives. And similarly, public administration. Under public administration, theories of public administration. Ramaraja is known for good governance. So how this good governance and what theories of public administration our students are studying, MA Public Administration, and how they are, and how they can link the modern theories of public administration. Do they have any roots in Ramayana when Rama was ruling that Ayodhya? So, and similarly, India to Indonesia. This Ramayana, when Rama was, doing Vanvasa, his kingdom spread almost continental. He is a continental Chakravarti. He is not a Chakravarti or a king for a particular area. He was a continental Chakravarti. So, how this geographical issues are involved in Ramayana, this is again a case study for us. And we are trying to do all these things. And ultimately, character building through holistic education. So I already talked about this. And nation building through ethics. And we can build a real India India, which is endowed with such traditional values, only through such, as I told you, that this is what is called ethical vaccination and collaboration and outreach. And this Valmiki Research Center is entering into MOUs with similar other like-minded institutions in the country and other universities also to promote our thought, or the thought of Indian knowledge systems, as already proposed by Government of India, Minister of HRD, and we are giving our inputs to Government of India also to enrich our activity here. And so we want to excel through research and education, and you can see our VRC digital physical library. Next. You show our library to the audience. See here, as already our chairman sir Nageswara Garu told about that, we have already gathered almost 1 lakh number of literature books relating to Ramayana literature from different sources across the country, across the globe, and we are in the process of digitalizing all these things, and anybody can come and with a click of button they can see all that world literature available on Ramayana. And this is a treasure house of Ramayana literature, our library. And the next one. And you see that during Ramayana, when Rama was ruling this country in Ayodhya in those days, he never kept himself above law. Rama said, king is not above law. King is also subject to law. So this kind of policy he evolved, and even our constitution also says the same thing. Article 142 of the constitution says very clearly, if the king does anything wrong, then it is the court that has to protect the rights of the people. And what is that is called the sanctity of democracy. And now one important case is going on before the Chief Justice of India. The constitutional bench is already hearing that case. Whether king is above the law or below the law, king is always subject to law. And our constitution also reads like that. But only the problem is that there is some misunderstanding about this Article 142. Coming to the objectives of our legal conclave, please. Objectives of the conclave, you can see that. So we discuss here various jurisprudential themes such as rule of law, executive conduct, judicial ethics, and moral accountability through the prism of Ramayana. And we also propose how traditional narratives can inform contemporary legal education, public interest litigation, legislative ethics. And honorable judges are here. I would like to submit before Millards. What is that? The first bill was filed in Ramayana only. One ordinary man, he said something wrongly about Sita. And Rama banished Sita. That is a different story. But king, he never thought himself as above law, and he accepted that as a pill. So sumot he accepted that, and the first pill was filed there. And I consider that, I compare that it is nothing but a pill. And no affidavit, nothing. Simply one citizen, something said about, so he took his sumoto. See, that is how the dharmic, that the character of Ramayana he exhibited, and he showed the way. And I tell you, honorable judges are here, sir, the first transgender's rights was given by Lord Rama. Now, recently, Supreme Court has recognized their rights, transgender's rights. The first right, when Rama was going, ఆయన వనవాసంకి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నప్పుడు అయోధ్యలో ఉన్న ప్రజలు, స్త్రీలు, పురుషులు అందరూ కూడా ఆయనతో పాటు వెళ్తారు. బట్ రాముడు ఏమంటారంటే, మీరు ఇక్కడ ఆగిపోండి అంటారు. అందులో ట్రాన్స్జెండర్స్ కూడా ఉంటారు. స్త్రీలు, పురుషులు ఆగిపోండి అంటాడు రాముడు. ట్రాన్స్జెండర్స్కి డౌట్ వస్తుంది, మేమేమిటి అనేది. సార్, రాముడిని అడుగుతారు, రామా మేమేం చేయాలి, మేము ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళాలి, యు ఆర్ లీవింగ్ అస్. దెన్ ఆయన అయోధ్యకి రాగానే వెంటనే రైట్స్ కన్ఫర్ చేశాడు. మీరు ఎక్కడ ఏ శుభకార్యం జరిగినా మీరు వెళ్ళి అక్కడ మంగళ వాయిద్యాలు కానీ వాళ్ళు దీవిస్తే వాళ్ళకి శుభం కలుగుతుందని వరం ఇచ్చాడు. Transgenders' rights. Of course, transgenders కి పాపం తెలియదు ఆ విషయాలు, ఇంకో రకంగా మనం ఉంది కానీ, but this happened in Ramayana. So this is the information I would like to share with all of you, sir. And my time is over. And there are some more things. Yes, you can go for next one. And you see this previous one. So these are the major areas, sir. This legal conclave we are going to discuss. And foundations of Dharma and Nyaya in Valmiki Ramayana, governance, leadership, and executive responsibility, and judicial ethics and moral dilemmas in the Ramayana, property rights, inheritance, and social justice, women's rights and gender justice in the Ramayana, comparative constitutional ethics, Ramayana and contemporary legal discourses, case studies, and thematic research. And if agreed, our chairman, if sir agrees, I propose the next conclave should be on social justice in Ramayana. Social justice in Ramayana. And how social justice can be related to the present laws of the land. Let us deliberate on that. Thank you very much. Jai Sri Ram.